How is everybody doing out there?
Great.
We're doing good too.
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't know Louise Cappi, you should. Louise is this wonderful lady. We've been talking to you so far. How are you?
Super. I'm great.
Good, good, good. Now, we were just, as you guys heard, we were just talking about maybe her coming out to California to do a few shows. So let's get into that. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, I mean, I haven't, I just got back from evacuation. I'm working on a show right now that I'm doing October 10th in New York City.
Okay.
I'm down here in New Orleans, I guess, we've been talking about it. But yeah, so up in New York at the Triad Theater on the 10th. But I do have people, I have a fan base in LA, California, and they're like, when are you coming out? When are you coming out? So I think that's going to be the next step.
That'd be great.
Sooner than later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
And you have roots in New York. That's
Yeah.
That's where you did you grow up there? And
I grew up on Long Island, and yeah, my dad was a jazz guitarist there in New York.
Al, right?
Al Cappi. Yeah.
Yes.
right.
Okay. All right.
And that's how I got started on the road of music.
I love
Okay.
it.
Was from a baby.
So you would definitely say that your love of music came from being around it 24/7 and just kind of like, that's what I want to do, period.
Yeah, there was a lot, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree,
Right.
and that was that's really all I knew. I really can't do anything else very well. I'm a good mom, and a great partner, I think, but I've tried the office job thing, and I always get fired, or I always used to get fired. But one thing I excel at is music, writing, and that's where I shine.
Nice. I love it.
Mhm.
Hope.
Mm.
You go
New
right
single.
into it.
Oh,
aren't you?
God,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God, yeah,
Hope,
right.
new single came out in July.
It's
I
like
mean,
butter.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. It's
Man,
so good.
it is a phenomenal song. We love it. It
Yeah.
it comes from here, definitely.
Yeah, I agree. That's where.
So the new album and hope and everything like that, you're trying to spur optimism, and explain what kind of drove you to that. It's just the times that you needed, you felt that there was a need for this, or well, really what kind of inspired that?
Definitely. I was out of work for a year. It's still not back. With the lockdown, like everybody else knows, it's a
Right.
worldwide thing, which is just mind blowing. And so I was sitting on my couch gaining weight and watching the news, and and it just horrified me what I was watching and what I was seeing, and it broke my heart for my fellow musicians, for myself, for the people who were losing their lives, their livelihoods. And so I just, I just started to write in
Yeah.
response to that. What can I do? How can I help? And I am an interfaith, or I was an interfaith chaplain at Toro Hospital here in New Orleans.
Okay.
And one of the protocols we would do when we would go into a room to see a patient, we had a few, but one was to ask them what gives them hope. What do you hope for when you get out of here? Or what inspires you to get out of the oncology ward, or wherever they were. And that was a great question, because right away put their head out of sickness and what do I want to live for? So I started from that premise and started thinking about what is hope?
Yeah.
What does it do for people? And then I just started to write some ideas down. got with my band with masks on, and we started working it. And then the songs just kept coming and coming. I wrote the whole album on lockdown. So
That it's interesting that it was inspired by people in,
Neat.
yeah,
Definitely.
and that spurred that hope. And did you find that there was a lot of hope for people?
some, it just depends on it. You mean at the hospital?
Yeah, because that's what spurred this,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So
Well, what really spurred it
Or
was,
did they have hope?
yeah, seeing what was happening in the
Yeah.
world, in my town. So then I thought, well, loss. When you have loss, what do? Sit there and die?
Right.
Or you get up and put one foot in front of the other.
Wow.
It's your choice. And
Yeah.
hope has a lot to do with it because it's something that you can't have, you don't have now, but you're looking forward to. You know, you have hope, but you hope in, and that thing there is ahead of you.
Right.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah. And so in your writing, and hope, does it lead to healing?
This what? I'm sorry.
Lead to some talk about the healing aspect of getting to that point, that
Oh,
where
yeah.
you want to be hope and all that?
Like the first line of the song, hope is a song in the night. Hope takes you from the darkness to the light. See if I can remember. Hope hope is one of the lines is the anchor of the fear-driven soul. And you know, when you're afraid and you're panicking, it's an anchor
Yeah.
Yeah.
from, you know, running and flipping and out, and you know, just be
It can
still.
almost be an enlightenment as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what are you gonna do? You got to get through.
Yeah.
I
So
like it.
what is, you've been around music for so long and such a wide venue of viewers and people, and through your dad and yourself. What's your favorite music moment?
Favorite music moment? Oh my gosh.
That was a big question, I know.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know, I started out in jazz, solely just jazz, as the years went on because of my dad. And then as the years went on, I wanted to write. And so I fused it with, you know, jazz with blues and other elements, rock, all that. But when I started out solely as a jazz singer, and I was performing in a club in Florida, believe it or not, and I was doing a Gershwin tune. I'm sure you've heard of George Gershwin.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And so I was doing a Gershwin song. It was one of my favorites, Summertime. It's on my Melange album, the one before this Hope.
Right.
And I was singing it, and at the break, a lady came over to me, introduced herself, and she said, "We have the son of George Gershwin here at a little party in the back. Would you come and join us?" And so I was like, wow, this is interesting. And so I sat with them for a while, and I got to talk with them and him, and then he just loved it. So I did mostly Gershwin tunes that night, the rest of the night.
Awesome.
That was like a full circle. That was a very cool moment. I mean, I guess it's a good story. I don't know.
I like it. I think it's
Okay.
I love that.
I know.
Yeah.
Man, be able to sit there and talk with the son of George Gershwin. Absolutely. That's a great story. So I'm going to go a little silly, a little sideways. You're at your first Mardi Gras. Okay.
Yeah.
What was that like for you? Was that what brought your love to bring you down to New Orleans?
Well, you know, I had never been to. We moved down here. I won't go into the story. It's sort of like a divine connection, weird thing that got us here. But anyway,
Hold on. I want to hear about the divine connection weird thing too, because I like those divine connection weird things. We're a couple of weird things, so we like this.
Oh God, I got a million of them. But anyway, yeah, I mean, before I moved here, I was telling my husband, you know, and our kids were kind of young, and I said, you know, I would love to go to New Orleans. I want to see it, and
Yeah.
I want to. I just felt drawn to it. You know, it was just sort of
Yeah.
a connection thing, and so we had been talking about it for a while, even if we just went for a vacation or a visit. And I want to say within a month, he got an offer for a job in New Orleans.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
We were like, okay, watch what you ask for.
Wow.
And so we said, we have to do this. And so we moved.
I
And
like
it was great because it took me a while to get known in the city and blah, blah, blah. But he had a job. Every musician has to have somebody who brings in an income in their life.
True.
So that's how we got down here. And you know, you put it out in the universe, and boom, the door opens. So many times I've seen it. And then we went to our first Mardi Gras, and actually, we took our kids. My son was in middle school. We took them to Decadence Weekend, not knowing what that really was. The parades, and we got there, and I was doing this to my son the whole time
Oh yeah.
because it was just, you know, people out there. And then we did Mardi Gras, and it was so much fun. We did the family gras thing in
Right.
the suburbs because it just was really too wild for the kids. And it was great. I mean, I was hooked. Okay, is that good?
Yes, I love it. Yeah.
The family gras. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it. Where he's sitting here going, the family gras. That's interesting. I never would have thought, you know, that you would have that in the suburbs, a family gras, because
Well, yeah.
you know, not
There's the
thinking-
wild.
Yeah.
you know.
Sometimes it's hard for me to put 2 and 2 together because it equals 5. So therefore, you know, wouldn't have had that connection at all until you
Yeah.
just
It's a thing they just did because some of the things that happen down there are just it's a little too wild for kids. And
Yeah.
I've done a few of them. I did a gig Mardi Gras one year, and it was just really, it was rough getting around, and yeah, it was fun though. I mean, it's great. You got to do it.
So
A
was
lot
it?
of locals leave. A lot of
Oh, yeah.
locals go on vacation. Yeah.
Well, they
wow.
shut down schools and everything. Like they don't do schools for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Yes, vacation. Yeah. So they
They
go.
don't. Too many people is too crazy, so they shut the schools down for like 2 weeks
oh my
because
god.
they start like a month ahead, and then
They
it
do-
builds, and
Exactly
then 2
right.
weeks before it really builds,
Oh wow.
and then you got Mardi Gras. Like it just
Boom here.
carry. It's not
Here.
everybody thinks it's that one little spot, but it's this whole.
Oh yeah.
carry
There
out.
are parades going on for 2-3 weeks before.
Yeah,
Oh,
and they're
wow.
different sections, and then at the end they come together as one. A parade. So they're
Wow.
different parades. There's a parade over here, and this place, and this place, and this place.
That's
So
interesting.
New Orleans, you had that love and draw. Was it the music, or was there a little bit of the food connected to that?
Oh God. Got here, I gained 10 pounds that first year.
Oh,
Food is unbelievable. But then after a while, you know, you just have to get back to, I have to eat normal now. I mean,
right.
and so, but yeah, the food, the music, the
Oh.
people,
It's incredible. What an amazing city
it really,
area.
and yeah, I'm sorry.
It's just an amazing city and area with so much history, and there's a lot that it offers, which is incredible. The music is one of the most impressive parts, and you being in the middle of that, do you get to, like, you do your thing, but when you go out and perform live, which may not be now or it might have been before, but like some of the other musicians that you've seen or worked with, is there a lot of inspiration from them as well right now?
Oh my God, yeah.
They're incredible. They're on the street and they're unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh man, there are people who started at when I first moved here, they were street performers, and now they've won Grammys.
Oh yeah.
And, brass bands and, so, because like the music just from the clubs and the homes rolls out into the streets. Um, and it's a tradition here to bring up the next generation.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. I like it.
Yeah, they really take it seriously, teaching the young
Good.
whatever format their music is going to be.
Slap
And-
them a little bit when they need to be, and
Oh, now
Show-
you're talking about what'd you say? Now you
slap them around a little bit. We all need that.
Yeah, and I certainly did get it from my dad. No, only he'd take me on gigs, and if I forgot the words, he'd be in my ear the whole way home. But anyway, yeah, and that's the culture.
Nice. I
That's
like
incredible.
it. That is
Culture
cool.
here, yeah, it's great. I
So
love it.
I'm going to go back to kind of going sideways again, because that's what I do. I gotta ask, the tours that are in New Orleans, like the cemetery tours, I've never actually talked to anybody from New Orleans or moved to New Orleans, so I always wanted to ask, in your eyes, what are those like?
Oh, I did a ghost tour once. Got to do it at least once,
That's all you right there.
Yep.
right? And very interesting. I mean, just really interesting, cool stuff. The club that I worked at for 2 years, I had a residency there, and then from COVID, he lost the business. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's an old building. It was called Mahogany Jazz Hall, and it was meant, I think it was on a registry of haunted places.
Yeah.
And some people told me they saw things there. I didn't, but it was kind of a cool story. And the tours are great. There's so much history, just so much history, and
Yeah,
so many interesting people. The whole city is basically made up of characters.
Yeah.
It's just the coolest thing. And I have known people who have come to visit and never left.
I
Stayed.
believe
Yeah.
Ooh,
can
maybe
understand
they, went and got their stuff and moved down, but
Yeah.
it's got that kind of grip and draw. So yeah, all the ghost tours, and any club you go into, you're going to have world-class music, pretty much.
Absolutely.
Really.
And
I used to go
the drinks.
with Delphio. Oh God, yeah, please. I had to put a I mean, yeah. After a few years, I had to, put a stop to that.
It happens to the best of us.
Yes, I know. Especially when you're working, people want to buy you drinks, and by the third set, you're like, all right, let's sing. So yeah, but it's a cool place. It really is. Yeah.
I love it.
So, as we kind of wrap this up right now, what's kind of your hope for your fans right now? What are because you wrote that hope. What's your hope for your fans? What do you really hope?
Can you spit this out, please?
I'm struggling today. I was at a
I
Kiss.
love this guy.
I was at a Kiss concert last night till 1 o'clock. So
Really? Oh
yes.
my God! And you can still
Their farewell times
For
10
the farewell tour.
I know.
the end of the tour. So
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are you're adorable.
Thank you.
I'm gonna pinch both of you.
Well, thank you. We got those big cheeks.
There you
We got
go.
those small figures too. So
Oh, you're adorable. More to love.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But my hope for my fans is that, and I have had some great feedback because the song, the album just dropped 2 days ago. The song has done very well.
Yeah.
so smooth.
And feedback is that people just really love it. It's healing them. It's inspiring them, stuff like that. And that's really the purpose of it.
Yeah.
And I just urge people to download it, please.
Yes.
And so us musicians can make a few pennies and check it out. The whole album is fabulous. The album, if you don't mind,
Yes, please.
deals with pain and suffering, but we never leave you there. It never ends there, of course. And then there are some fun songs, like DQ Guy, my Dairy Queen guy. It's a great song. It's got all those. It's a jazz, real pure jazz, but the words are hysterical, and it's for all the normal guys out there that are not in GQ. And actually, I wrote it for my hubby.
So not GQ, DQ, Dairy
That's
Queen
right.
guys. Oh my
You
God,
know
I
it.
love that.
Yeah, it's a great song. It's
Oh, I
funny
love
as
that.
hell. Yeah, and then so we deal with political stuff, unrest. It deals with climate change. The album. It deals with, of course, COVID, all that stuff. But I threw in a song. I think it's the opening song of the album called "Happy Place." It's a blues, upbeat, fun, cute. So it's not all heavy. It leaves you up there.
Right.
Okay, I like it. Hey, Louise, you're telling people to download it,
Yeah.
but where
Where?
can they download it?
Thank you. I'm not good at this stuff. Thank you.
It's all good.
Yeah.
We're here for you.
Yeah. So you can, you go to my website, first of all, louisecappimusic.com. There's links to Instagram, Facebook, everything there.
Okay.
You can download it, stream on all the major streaming, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, all of that stuff.
Great.
And so you can find it there. And I would appreciate it if you did, and if they would check it out, because I want people were in my heart with every song that I wrote.
I love it.
That's
Nice.
great.
She's brought up Spotify. Well, we kind of have something with Anchor by Spotify. They are our sponsor.
Sponsor us.
So Anchor by
Wow.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotta like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
it.
So Anchor by Spotify, like always, thank you. We greatly appreciate you.
Yeah. We've had a great time.
Louise, thank you very
It's
much.
been a blessing to speak with you and meet
Absolutely.
you and I can't wait to listen to more of the album because I got
Oh,
to
yes.
listen to Hope and it was phenomenal.
Yes.
I think you're gonna take it. Thank you so much. If I come out that way, I'll
Yes.
hit you up.
Let us know.
Let us know. I know we
Definitely.
might be going to the Catalina Wine Festival,
Yes.
so we'll see.
Maybe I can come. No, all right.
Have a good one.
I love
We
it.
love you. What up?
What up,
Thank you
everybody?
so
Thank
much.
you. Have a great
Bye.
night and a better tomorrow, folks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.